listening and telling a friend like a champ. You can always reach us at Foo Bar Show. That's FTheBelowBarShow.com. And F the Below Bar Show is our handle on Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, and Instagram. Check us out, drop us a line, and we'll fill it up like a couple of Foos. Ain't that right, Foo?
Yeah.
On tap today, everybody, we have the Soaring Blackbirds. Say what's up, guys.
What's up? How's it going?
Yeah, good, man. Hey, we got Mario, we got Caesar, and we got Chuck. Gabe, unfortunately, couldn't make it today. But everybody introduce yourselves. What do you play? All that good shit.
Caesar, guitar, backup vocals. Happy birthday, Gabe. He's here in spirit.
Yes. Very good.
Happy birthday.
Chuck, bass.
Hey, I'm Mario, and I sing and play guitar.
Right on, man.
Right on.
Well, I saw you guys play a couple of weeks ago at, what was the name of that?
That lovely
that
establishment?
Yes.
The Highbrow.
The Highbrow in Upland, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, you guys killed it, man. You guys were, you guys opened up the whole night, and you were by far my favorite. And you guys, yeah, and the reason I know about you guys is because of Caesar, really. Caesar goes out to my shows from time to time, The Fallen Electric, and has been, and...
You guys rock.
Yeah, thanks,
Great
man.
band.
And at one point, Caesar's just like, hey, man, I got a band, and we should probably, like, collab or do what we got to do, you know, to keep the local music alive. And, you know, sure enough, I go check you guys out at some point. We played a couple shows already together, and I was pleasantly surprised, man. He said, well, at least when Caesar, when you said you guys were punk, you more or less mentioned it as like a Social D, kind of like a Bad Religion-esque type of sound. Is that, am I fair by saying that?
Yeah, that's pretty fair to say. It's kind of like Backyard Babies.
Yeah.
Kind of like Tramps. You put the rock and punk rock. We like to say that.
Yeah.
Some kind of stand out. Like if you put us, like you saw that one night, we
Yeah.
kind of stood out. You know, the rest of the bands were kind of.
You're very melodic, is what I enjoy about you guys. In fact, when I introduced you guys to Josh here, I said you were like, and I always use this kind of example. You're like if Social Distortion and The Offspring fucked, and then they had a baby.
Give me a record contract. Just a little one.
Just a little one.
More or less like that. But yeah, dude, it's good stuff. Josh, you've checked out their tracks that we're gonna play later on today.
Yes, I enjoyed all of them. And usually, you know, I'm really, really judgmental with my music, especially when it comes to like rock and punk. And like, I enjoyed every second of it. Like I've been playing it all week at work. You know, while I work, I just put it on my headphones. It's awesome. It's good shit, man. You guys are doing good stuff.
Thanks, man. Well,
Thank you.
Mario is a corporate. He's the songwriter over here.
He's a songwriter.
The main
Mario,
songwriter.
So tell us, Mario, how did the band come to be? Just tell us, you know, from beginning to end. How did it go?
So basically, this band wouldn't be a band if it wasn't for Caesar, because I wouldn't have kept playing if it wasn't for Caesar.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
so I've been at this a long time, and over the years, I've quit bands and started bands a million times.
Yeah.
And,
Which happens.
And you've been, you know, and so Caesar and I actually have been in bands together going back to probably
20 years.
96,
or so.
95.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah. So,
Holy shit.
yeah. So, this last time I had a band and I kind of gave it up, and Caesar says, "No, man, you got to keep going." And I said, "No, I don't." And but sure enough, you know, once a week, every other week, once a month, he would get me out to his house and we would just jam out, just play guitars.
And you just couldn't forget the love of it and just couldn't get away from it.
It's more like Caesar wouldn't let it go,
Oh.
to be honest. And then finally, I'm like, "All right, well, fuck, let's get a band."
Yeah.
And so, you know, we got a bass player.
That was his
we
little
went through a
soccer.
couple. Sorry. Yeah, we went through a couple. We found a drummer and went through a couple. And,
As we all do.
As we all do.
What is it about drummers, by the way?
You know what? It's their prima donnas because they know there's only like 5 good ones in SoCal. Right?
Is that what it is?
Pretty much.
It's gotta be, right?
Yeah. So they can pick and choose. They can. That's the truth. Where there's a million guitar players, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So, you know, drummers can pick and choose. But the Blackbirds basically got started because Caesar refused to let it go.
Yeah, dude.
So it's my fault.
Yeah, right.
Way to go, Caesar.
Right. Absolutely.
So who joined the band in what order? I take it the drummer was the last one to join.
Well, actually, the Gabe, who's not here, he was one of the. I don't know. He came after Caesar, I think. After Caesar said, "Hey, I'm getting a drummer."
Okay.
So we found Gabe. I forget how we found Gabe exactly,
Craigslist.
Okay, Craigslist.
Okay.
Yeah.
A Craigslist a success story, right? So
Was he in the personals?
Probably. Don't judge. But
Men seeking
hey,
what?
that's right.
Miscellaneous.
That's right.
Miscellaneous.
Deep friendships. That being said, it turns out that when he showed up, he's like, "Oh yeah, you guys know this guy, know that guy." So basically, he knew everybody that we knew from being in punk bands for 20 years.
Okay.
And he was a really great fit. And then actually, our first bass player was Gabe's son, Nate, who was like, he's old enough to be our kid.
Yeah.
So he came in, and he's in a band now they're much more successful than we are now.
Oh, okay.
So he moved on. But, and eventually we kept going. We got another bass player, a couple drummers. But eventually we found Chuck on Craigslist.
Craigslist.
Oh, okay.
Craigslist as well.
So
Yeah.
Same
success
link.
number 2. That absolutely. Misconnections, right? Misconnections. SGV.
Casual
I'm like,
encounters. I'm up for anything. At least once.
He's down to clams.
Trisexual. Try anything.
Nothing like trolling on Craigslist. Everybody's looking for a chunky, bald bass player to toss around.
I know I am.
right?
You just hit a million hits right now.
Nice.
So anyway, so Chuck shows up, and it was a good fit, because being in bands this long, the most important thing is to everybody in the band needs to be a good hang. You got to be able to hang out with them, otherwise there's no point.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, we met Chuck, and it was a good fit. And this was a couple of years ago. We get ready to go record a little EP, a demo, really. And the drummer we had, about the week before we're going to go record, he goes, "Oh, I'm going to Canada. I'll see you guys. I'm not going to go. I'm not going to
What the
record."
fuck?
That's the weirdest thing, man.
You just bailed on us, man.
Which was
what
cool.
the hell?
I don't give a fuck. Go to Canada, but clue us in.
Yeah.
So-
Don't just drop it in your lap.
Right. So actually, the songs that you're going to play tonight, Caesar's actually playing drums
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
on these recordings.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Caesar, you play drums?
Drums.
You're
and,
full of surprises, bro.
guitar.
Right.
What do you call that? Master of none.
Jack of all trades,
There you
master
go.
of none.
I
Yeah.
dabble with drums. I dabble with guitar. I actually had about a week to figure out the song. So it's funny. We were in the studio, and I was looking at Mario, to cue me in where to go to the chorus and when go back to the verse, and it was it sounds decent. I think I pulled it off.
Yeah.
We recorded 5 songs. So.
All right. Yeah. I mean, it sounds good. I mean, I listen to them. They sound good. So
now I'm
yeah, you
back on,
do.
guitar.
That's pretty good, man. For just learning it in a week. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
That's
pretty
even
dope.
more impressive. Shit.
So now,
Story of my life.
that's it, man. We just kept going.
Yeah. Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep it up. It's good so far from what I've heard, and
Well, thank you.
can't wait to kind of feature it. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. So, what are you guys' inspirations? What do you guys, when you're on your own, what do you listen to? And we could go one by one.
Sure, go ahead, Mario.
I'll listen to all kinds of different stuff. I'll listen to anything from, the Standbys, the Cadillac Tramps, Bad Religion, Rancid, Face to Face, stuff like that. But I also, I'm a big fan of Americana,
Okay.
alternative country, which probably is 80% of what I listen to.
Okay.
Oh.
Drive-by truckers, bands in that genre, even going back to stuff in the 70s. I love, the early Bruce Springsteen,
Oh, okay.
early Jackson Brown and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
all right.
That's pretty
Right
much what I listen. Oldies, I'll listen to anything, but that's pretty much.
That's
where
pretty
I'm at.
much where you go around. Okay.
Would you say that's your writing influence too?
Yeah.
Is there that folky kind of American? I can hear
Yeah.
that kind of come out.
Yeah, I
from
think
time
so.
to time.
I think so, and I think that if I wasn't doing this, then I would be doing an Americana band or something.
All right.
Yeah,
That makes
no.
sense.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I think I would agree with you too. I mean, whenever I write new shit, it's usually very heavily inspired by that Springsteen, Tom Petty
Right.
kind of thing. Where
Yeah, I usually keep that melody. You stick to that
I
like
stick
melody.
to that when I
and that
write on
tone.
my own on my acoustic. I'm kind of that way too. But then when I'm in a rock band, I kind of just have to adapt to what everybody
Right.
else tends to put out.
Right.
But yeah, that's where my I just kind of gravitate towards that.
Yeah, I mean, you're 3 chords and you tell a story, you can believe in it, and 3 chords and the truth, right? Is what they say.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. What about you, man? Chuck?
Mainly underground trap, mumble rap.
Okay.
Right on, man.
And,
Right on.
SoundCloud all day
Oh,
long?
all day long.
Listen to that.
You know, it honestly, it just depends.
Uh-huh.
You know, I'm like Mario. Like, if I'm drinking, John Moreland. You guys know John Moreland?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. It makes you want to cry. Like that dude. Like I love him when I'm drinking.
You're the most soulful when you hear that.
The what?
You're just the most vulnerable.
Oh
when
my
you're
God,
listening to
dude!
that.
Just
A bad man can't hurt you.
dude, I'm telling you, that guy. Well, that guy will make you feel stuff you don't
Oh
feel
man,
before.
I love it. That's
In a good way. In a good way, not a Craigslist way. In a good way. Other than that, you know, just a rock and roll guy. You know, I grew up with Springsteen too.
Yeah.
You know, I love oldies too, like Percy Sledge, Temptations, Commodores, all that kind of stuff.
yeah.
You know, grew up with all that stuff. Punk rock. You know, I still go back to like early '90s. Fat Records, you know, that was my, you know, that's when I was a kid, you know, so Face to Face, Lagwagon, Pooley, Strung Out, all that stuff, you know, so it just depends. If I'm
That's
feeling-
middle school
just-
for me, bro.
Yeah.
I love that
It's just
shit.
all depending on what mood you're in
It
that
just
day.
depends,
Yeah.
you know, because the older I get, you know, I got kids now and I'm older, I get real sentimental. So, like Nebraska by Springsteen, like I'll listen to that once a week.
Oh.
You know, and but mainly like a lot of stuff Mario was saying. Like, there's a band called Lucero, I really dig.
Yeah,
yeah.
I've been wanting to feature them. I've been holding out though on the podcast. Now that you bring it up, I think the next episode might have a little Lucero in it.
Yeah, they're a great band. And, you know, even a couple years back, I was really into, I think everybody was, the Gaslight Anthem. That 59 Sound was
Right.
like just an amazing record, you know. Stuff like that, rock and roll, man. I listen to whatever. I don't dig on hip-hop usually. I don't have no problems with it. But other than that, or that pop country, I don't dig on that stuff.
No.
Which these days they just call country.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Right?
These days.
Yeah, that bro kind of country,
Right.
you know, like I don't dig on that stuff.
Yeah.
But you know, I'll still listen to
I
Johnny
love their
Cash.
pickup trucks, man.
Yeah,
Well, Johnny Cash is a whole
Yeah,
different
big
style of
flag.
country.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
Johnny
leave that.
Cash. I like.
flag.
Hank Williams, all that good stuff, man. You know,
Right.
And then these guys turn me on to a lot of stuff. Gabe and Mario and Caesar, they'll send me links all the time. Check this band out. Check this band out, because they're really into those like Swedish, Norwegian rock and roll bands.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
Like the International Noise Conspiracy kind
No,
of thing?
like
or
the
what?
Helicopters,
Back Your Babies.
Back Your Negro, all that stuff,
Okay.
right? And so I never got into it. The only one I listened to was Volbeat. Is that the one? Yeah.
Volbeat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I caught them
Yeah,
once.
so,
Yeah.
you know.
They're fun, dude.
So I get a lot of great recommendations, you know, from them. So that's where I'm at.
Right on.
Cool, man. What about you, Caesar?
All those European bands that he mentioned right now, like Helicopters, Back Their Babies,
Uh-huh.
Turbo Negro. Local bands, I'd say like Streetwalking Cheetahs,
Yep.
Super Bees, Zeke, Super Suckers.
Right.
They combine a lot of like Western rock and roll, MC5, you know. Just good
Yeah.
rock and roll, man.
Yeah,
Right
yeah.
on, man.
You know?
So you guys have a show coming up over at this place called Characters, and that's in Pomona. Am I right?
Yeah, that's in Pomona. That's going to be November 9th, Friday, and Something Ferocious will be headlining.
Okay.
We're going to go on right before them, and then we also have the FACH band, Johnny Cheapo, and the Dirty Priests.
Okay.
Yeah, no cover. Yeah, so that should be a pretty good show.
That should be fun.
Sick.
That should be a fun show. I hope to be at that show. I plan on it. But if anybody listening right now is thinking of going to Characters on that day, be sure to catch the Soaring Blackbirds, man. You guys are really fun to watch. You're probably the most melodic out of anybody who's on the bill that night. And I enjoy the shit out of you guys, dude. And I'm
Thanks.
glad I have 3 of
Means
the
a lot.
tracks that. Now, do you have more than the 3 tracks that we're going to feature at the end of the show? Or is that all you have right now recorded so far?
There's more recorded, but I think the next step is to record, you know, a couple albums worth, you know, properly.
Okay.
And it's just about finding time now.
Oh, right on. Right on. So how many songs would you say you guys have, total original songs?
Oh, shit.
That we play?
25.
Yeah, 25
Originals?
or so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Originals. and
Originals.
Another 30 or 40 behind that.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That, I'll write a song and I'll forget about it, and Caesar will send me a text. Hey, remember that song?
Yeah,
that's
I have a
right.
lot of recordings, from
like 2000, 98,
2000.
99.
Holy
Yeah.
And I send them all this stuff.
Yeah, like legit. Like,
Yeah.
This guy, he writes a lot of good stuff. Hopefully you don't take this as an insult, but Mike Ness, Social Distortion. He's like Mike Mex. This guy has so many, ideas, man, so many songs. It's like I'm constantly recording everything that he writes.
All right.
Even while we're recording, I'm still recording him writing songs while we're taking breaks.
Yeah,
He's a machine,
He's a
man.
machine.
He's a writing machine.
Are you the type that if it's not worth remembering, it's not worth like playing, or how do you write things down, or like what's your process?
I'll be
with
honest. Like when I was younger, it was a lot easier because I had a lot more time on my hands, so I could spend. I could go to work and then spend the whole night writing and that kind of good stuff and figuring out guitar parts. And now it's just kind of, if I have an idea and I think it's good, I'll try to record the chords like in my phone or something.
Yeah.
And then usually I'll hash it out like at practice.
Oh,
like I'll say, okay, this is how it's going to go, I think, and then we'll go through it and something, and then I'll change it. And about 15, 20 minutes, I usually figure out if it's a winner or a loser.
Right on.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool process.
With me, I'm just like, if it's not worth remembering, then it's not a song.
Yeah.
It's just one of those, and then I'll just dump it because I didn't remember what
Right.
the fuck I just played.
Or where you were going with it, or where, sometimes you start with a song and you had an idea, but sometimes
But
you fucking forget.
sometimes it just goes by the wayside.
That's right.
Yeah.
They're not all winners.
Does anybody else in the band contribute to the writing process? Are you guys pretty active with that, or do you guys just kind of follow suit with the way the song's going? How does that work out with everybody else?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Chuck. I was going to say, we, for the most part, Mario writes all the songs,
Mm-hmm.
right? But we usually, give our 2 cents, for the intros,
Mm-hmm.
maybe the...
Like some production and stuff.
Yeah, stuff like that.
And some arrangements.
some
Okay.
arrangements, But, Mario's the one that writes most of the stuff.
I'm the least talented, and as far as bass players go, man, I'm along for the ride. Man. You know what I mean? So you tell me what to do, and I'll do it, and that's it, man. I hang on to talent. That's what I do,
point
man.
and shoot.
I'm like a little
Point and shoot.
That's it, man. That's it. I try to write at home. I have guitars and stuff like that, and then I come to practice and I listen to Mario, and I'm like, "Fuck this, dude. I can't compete with that." You know what I mean? So yeah.
But you put your backup vocals in there too.
Yeah, it's real bad. I didn't want to do it. Mario made me. Mario and Caesar made me. I was like, nah. It's the first mic I ever bought.
You're
was
gonna
with this
be
band.
involved, and you're gonna like it.
That's how it happened too, man.
Well, that's like our hashtag. We're semi-pro all the way.
Semi-pro.
We're almost good enough to get paid on a regular basis.
Are you guys trading washers for bassists and drummers too?
There's always Craigslist.
There's
man.
always Craigslist. Yeah,
I
there you go.
suppose there is.
The new recycler.
A new recycler.
Yeah, because the penny saver's not a thing anymore.
Oh,
right?
no, it's done. It's
I
done.
think it's a thing of the past. Well, shit, man. I mean, thank you guys for coming out. I mean, thank you for bringing all the beer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, these guys
still have
hooked
a
it up
bottle
with
of
some
liquor.
beer and whiskey, and man, it's going to be a good time. We're
It's
watching
some
the Dodger
tasty
game.
stuff.
What is it? Game
Dodgers.
Game 4. I'm sorry.
Game 4. Yeah.
They're right as we're recording this. It's the top of the 5th. Dodgers are leading 1-0. And I think some shit's just
Come on,
going
get
down.
the son of a
Well,
bitch, Puig.
but yeah, I mean, we're gonna keep going with the show as we tend to do.
Get him. Oh, you motherfucker.
Now it's tied. I shouldn't have said anything.
jinxed it, you
I'm
son
sorry.
of a
I'm
bitch.
sorry. Well then, we're just gonna go on with the rest of the show. You guys can chime in and crack wise anytime you want.
It's encouraged.
But yeah, dude, we're gonna go right into the nerd news.
That's right.
All right, here we go.
All right.
All right. Well, Nerd News is brought to you by Amazon. And anybody who's listening, go to our Amazon. Actually, go support the show by going to our webpage, Foo Show. That's FOOBarshow.com. Scroll all the way down to our to that homepage. You'll see an Amazon banner. Click on that. Do your shopping. It doesn't cost you anything more, and we'll love you for it. We get credit for it. It'll be awesome. So go ahead, Josh, take it away, man.
Please, we need the credits. We need all the credits. So, guys, do you guys watch any of the CW like TV shows, like The Flash and Arrow, or any of those?
Is that still like a television network?
Yeah. It's like Channel 5. It's like Channel 5.
It was the WB.
It was
the
the WB before. It was the WB.
Like One Tree Hill? You're talking about that?
Yeah, that channel. That channel.
right.
Wow.
The very same.
Right on.
You really dated yourself there.
Yeah, I know. Girl,
Yeah, taking
I know.
it way back.
What was on there too? Like Dawson's Creek and shit like
Dawson's
that?
Creek. What was
Here's
it?
one, 90210.
That was before then. That was on Fox, dude. Melrose Place and then
Melrose
90210.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Well,
so what's up with the Flash, bro?
So the Flash and the Arrow, they're big comic book TV shows. They air back to back, and they have like their own little comic book universe. So they're gonna have a crossover this December where it's gonna be called Elseworld, and what it's supposed to be like alternate universes completely. So they're teasing. They recently teased a little picture or poster where it's the actor that plays the Flash. He's in the Arrow costume. And vice versa, Stephen Amell's in the Flash costume, and it says that Elseworld, where destinies diverged into different outcomes, and then all of a sudden just shows them in that picture. So they're kind of hinting that it's going to be them. They're going to kind of encounter their opposites, but it's like they went through completely different universes.
Now, do they do this in the comic books too?
Sometimes they do stuff like this. They do not this necessarily, but I mean, comics always do crazy shit like this. I mean, they had a guy that was Batman and Wolverine combined, where his name was Darkclaw.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was weird. It's like completely batshit crazy. He's like looked like Batman, but he had like fucking 6 claws flying through the air and just fucking actually killing people like Wolverine. It was weird. It was like too badass. This should not have existed. But it's going to be badass. This is also going to be the episodes that are going to premiere Batwoman.
Oh, yeah. Our favorite lesbian.
Yeah, our favorite lesbian Batgirl.
This is
And it's
some
hard
cool
to pick
background
just
music,
one.
man.
Huh? What's
It's
that?
hard to pick one favorite lesbian.
Right? There's just so many.
There's just so many.
She's a lesbian?
Yeah.
Batwoman? Yeah, so
Really?
there's Batwoman and then there's Batgirl. Batgirl is supposed to be Commissioner Gordon's daughter.
Barbara.
Barbara. And then Batwoman's supposed to be like a society, like another rich girl that knew Bruce Wayne and all them growing up. And she kind of had like a similar background, but she ended up being a lesbian and becoming Batwoman.
It's just part of her character.
Part of her character,
I guess they're
yeah.
trying to be progressive over
Yeah.
at DC these days.
Yeah, nowadays.
I thought Catwoman was the Batwoman.
No,
Am I
she's
full of
just
shit?
Catwoman. I
That's
think.
a different character.
That's a completely different.
Sorry, dude.
I want to
Selena,
smoke what
right?
you're smoking.
What? Well, right? Isn't that like? Is she like his nemesis or something?
Catwoman?
Yeah.
Catwoman's his, well, now
Fuck
in the
buddy.
comics, it's his wife.
Yeah.
They actually got married in the comics recently.
So Batman
And Catwoman are married.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're husband and wife. Yeah, but they're also,
I think we just destroyed his world,
I
bro.
think we did, man. What the fuck? Hold on. Back up.
So you're telling me?
You mean to
You mean to tell me that Val Kilmer married Halle Berry?
That's right.
That's what
Yes,
you're
right,
telling me?
man. I'm telling you that right now.
or Michelle Pfeiffer, whichever one you choose.
Fat Kilmer married Halle Berry.
Oh, don't make that poor guy. He's sick, dude. Don't make fun of him.
That's right.
Oh,
Yeah, he
okay.
was badass in Heat. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah, he was badass.
He was badass in Heat. He was a sick ass movie.
And also, like in Real Genius, he was really good too.
Oh, you can't beat that
Oh my
movie.
god.
I'm just saying,
You're dating us now.
Don't worry, I've seen all those movies too. My dad raised me right.
Is
Mijo, come here.
Mijo, come here. You're gonna see something cool. You want to see Val Kilmer go in a shootout? Okay. Oh,
Abuelita de Batman.
what is Batman doing? Dad, what's Batman doing shooting that guy? Batman doesn't use guns.
so Is the Joker movie a thing right now? Right?
Yes,
that's a new thing, right?
That's a new thing.
See,
With
I'm nerdtastic. I know what's going on.
Right on, man. There you go. There you go.
And Teen Titans, right? That's a thing.
That's a thing too.
That's
Yeah.
Now that's on the DC network, right?
Yes. I actually watched that. I downloaded that. It's pretty badass.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know what to make of it because the commercials kind of made it.
It made it look cheesy. But you know what? All those TV shows, if you actually just watch a commercial, they all look fucking cheesy. If you think about it.
Yeah. The quality, at least the production value, isn't up to par with at least like a movie quality. But the storylines are great.
It's like a Netflix series.
Yeah.
It's like you're watching a Netflix series. It's dark. Like it actually, you see Robin, like you see the scene where he gangs up on all the guys in the alley, and they're like, "Where's Batman?" And he's standing right in front of them, and they're just like looking around, ignoring him. And he's just like, "Really?" And so then all of a sudden he goes down, and he just beats the shit out of him, and then afterwards, once he's done,
oh no, I was talking about the cartoon.
Oh, there's that too. There's the cartoon.
Is that the same thing?
No, there's a live action. There's a new live action one,
No.
and then there's still the cartoon. There's the Teen Titans cartoons.
Oh,
yeah.
But there's two. I don't know. I got kids. There's two cartoons, right?
Yes. There's the cartoons that I used to watch in like the 90s and 2000s, and then there's the newer one where it's like really, really, really kiddish.
They make Robin look like a sissy lala.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Sorry.
No, go for it.
I listened to other, not exclusively this podcast, but I listened to other podcasts.
I hope not.
Right? And they were showing a comic book about Robin, right? And they showed his wiener. They like drew his wiener.
Oh yeah.
Is that like a thing?
They recently
Robin's
did
wiener.
Batman's wiener actually.
Oh, it was Batman's.
That was
wiener,
Batman's wiener. They actually
we talked about that 2 podcasts ago.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, Steph brought up the DC's R-rated comic book series. What was it called?
I don't
the Black or the
Black Label.
Black Label.
Yeah, the Black
Label DC.
Yeah,
Comics.
Black Label DC Comics, and it actually shows like Batman. He's walking, and then like he's walking with no pants, and they just show his schlong right there. And then they.
I'm not real impressed.
I'm not
impressed, man.
Yeah, I know, right?
All that money,
shocking,
you should have got
right?
the Bruce Willis surgery, dudes.
I mean,
Bruce Willis surgery.
Well, that's a thing. I didn't know that.
Yeah, didn't he get his wiener done? I thought he got his wiener done.
Listen,
There's too much wiener talk, man. Sorry.
Where did this go?
Sorry.
I'm telling you, this
when I was a kid, I'll tell you this. When I was a kid,
What happened in the Flash?
I know. I don't know what happened.
I took over.
I'm telling you, this got away from me a little bit.
Stay on target. Stay on target.
Last thing. When I was a kid, there was a comic book shop right here in downtown Covina. It was called California Comics, and they, this was like the late '80s, early '90s, and they had a She-Hulk drawing.
Yeah.
Where she was butt naked. Oh. And it was so hot to me.
That one is also sexual.
Yeah. And so I just want to bring boobs back in. Talking about too much wiener.
Yeah, there you go. I actually like that segment.
It's more wiener talk than I was hoping for this show.
Josh,
See what happens when you bring this guy?
Josh,
Wiener talk.
I
What's up,
think
Caesar?
you and Chuck can be the dynamic duo.
I really believe in that.
There you go.
When you said you found him on Craigslist.
Craigslist.
There's a natural give and take. Hey, you guys saved me the Craigslist list look up there. To continue more on the superhero theme. So a few podcasts ago, I had reported that there has been some turmoil within the Warner Brothers Studio DC Comics universe, the movie universe. And there was speculation that perhaps Henry Cavill, the current Superman, wasn't going to be Superman anymore. That they were just going to completely scrap him, and they just were not going to do Superman for a while. And then all of a sudden, it just kind of got vague. They said, no, we haven't made any decisions yet. Henry Cavill is still our Superman for Warner Brothers. And so then even Henry Cavill even posted like a really weird video where all of a sudden he just busts out like a little Superman toy, brings it into screen like super slowly, and then he just takes it right back out and looks down, and then that's it. And so everyone's like, what the fuck does that mean? Right. So,
Do you believe any of that shit?
At first I didn't. But then, actually DC just came out today, and they just said that they're completely done with the Superman movie franchise.
Oh, wow.
Including Henry Cavill. So they said from now on, there's not going to be any more Superman sequels or anything like that going forward.
So if they decide to bring Superman back, it'll be a refresh.
It'll either be a refresh, or they'll just kind of put him in the movies. Like they'll just throw him into a movie with somebody. It'll be like maybe he'll be in a Wonder Woman movie, or he'll just all of a sudden like show up in other movies like with appearances.
Yeah.
But so far they're saying that they're just done with Henry Cavill sequels. So that's even speculating that he may just be gone in general too, because he had reportedly come out saying that he was going to be in the new Witcher TV series that's going on Netflix.
So it's a TV series?
It's a Netflix series.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's going to be a Netflix series.
It's a long movie then.
Oh, hell yeah. It's going to be like a 10-episode series. It's going to be cool. It's they haven't reported when it's going to release, but so far, that's what's going on. And then they also said they're moving on from Ben Affleck Batman movies as well. So Ben Affleck's going to be gone too. So, yeah, no more Batfleck.
Okay.
So I mean,
I can't stand Ben Affleck. He's such a douchebag.
Yeah, I know.
I can't stand him.
It sucks. It sucks because the movies he's good in, you kind of like the movie, but then you're like, dude, I hate you. Why do I watch this? Like, why is this happening?
Because if you watch Dazed and Confused, he plays the best dick.
Oh yeah, I know.
And you just want to. He's got that face where you're like, dude, I remember you as O'Banion from Dazed and Confused. I just want to smack him.
Yeah, he was an asshole. And not only that, in Mallrats. Remember, he was
Mallrats
like
too.
He was a
Mallrats.
dickhead. He was a dickhead in Mallrats.
Mm-hmm.
He just plays a good asshole.
Back when he had bad teeth.
Yeah. That's for sure.
If you remember correctly.
So you guys are all into these movies, right?
Yeah, we're into these superhero movies.
Okay.
I mean, Marvel's fucking knocking it out of the fucking park these days.
Yeah.
Okay, I got two problems.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
And I don't know shit about comic books.
Okay.
I don't know nothing, right?
Fair enough.
How in the world can Batman beat up Superman? That just doesn't make sense to me.
He outsmarts him, is what it is.
That's fucking Superman.
I know, man. You gotta read into it. You gotta
read into it, man.
Okay, and I get shit for this all the time, right?
Okay.
And one of those, who's the good-looking girl?
Wonder Woman?
No. She's lesbian. No, she's not.
She's not.
No.
That's Batgirl. Batwoman.
There you go.
Yeah.
The girl with the red hair. She's real famous. She's in the Avengers. What's that?
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah. What are those?
The
Tits
Avengers
McGee.
movie. Black Widow.
It's McGee. No,
Black Widow.
and one of
her name's
those.
Black Widow.
One of those, like, what's his name? Tony Stark, right?
Sure.
He's gonna kill that other dude with the bionic arm. What's the arm? What's that guy's name? The Winter Soldier or some shit?
Oh yeah.
Right. And I say, and I'm looking, and then fucking Captain America, the freaking douchiest guy ever, right? Like, he's so perfect, right? He's an asshole.
Sure, man.
Right? He's an asshole, dude. And like, he stops him from killing him, and I'm thinking to myself, he deserves to kill that dude because he killed his parents.
Yep.
And like, everybody tells me that's wrong. He was under some kind of.
Fuck no, man.
Right?
I agree with you.
Right? So fuck Captain America.
Team Stark all the way.
Fuck him.
He's gonna drop the mic.
Shit.
Boom. Done.
You don't gotta be a couple people.
You know what,
Tuesday night, dude?
I'll give you this, man. The more you know.
That's right. Well, so lastly in some nerd news, I don't know if you guys watch The Walking Dead. Do any of you guys watch Walking Dead at all?
I used to read the graphic novel.
Okay.
And I thought that was very good. Then I started watching the show, and it was too slow for me. I stopped after the first season.
Oh.
Yeah.
You should have watched it like on double time.
Yeah, I know.
Same thing I hear about Game of Thrones.
Yes,
I
Game of
watched the
Thrones
first
too.
episode like 3 times. After that, I just couldn't, dude.
That's
It's
this
too
guy.
slow, man.
We tried getting him to watch.
I saw the
like,
first two episodes,
yeah.
but I still don't remember them. I still have to catch up. Well, what are they like in season
87.
8. It's gonna be like 8 now.
That's too much.
87.
That's too much for this
Too many.
podcaster.
Yeah. Well, it's last season. Season 9 is gonna come out next. I think July.
I got to work my
They
way
got
back
pushed
up to
all
zero,
the way.
dude.
Oh yeah, I know.
Fuck
Truth be
that
told,
noise.
there's a lot of good TV, but not
It's
a lot.
too much.
Not a lot of time,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You really got to be a real shut-in to
Yeah.
just. I got to break my leg one day.
I got a
and just be,
fucking 9 to 5. I got to
You guys
maintain,
get
dude.
fucking dedicated and stop fucking whining.
All right, let's go. That's it.
Get caught up
No
on
sleep
fucking
tonight.
shows.
No
All right,
sleep
I'm gonna
tonight.
flip the table.
I'm gonna take some.
Get that damn dog out of here.
That dog keeps getting in the way.
I'm gonna use some vacation days and catch up.
There you go. There you go. Well, recently there's actually been some, concern with Walking Dead because the ratings have been really low lately for the first 3 episodes.
Yeah.
So they actually opened to their lowest season premiere opening of 3.5 million viewers.
I have to say, what's bound to happen. It's bound to happen with any show, really. That runs.
It's going lower too.
It's going lower
because Rick's dying.
Yeah, because people are kind of concerned with Rick dying. They're kind of just like, all right, whatever, it's over. And they were saying that it started, after last season, when Glenn got fucking his head smashed in.
But that was on the comics.
Yeah, it was. But even with people knowing it was happening, they just weren't expecting to see that amount.
It was gory.
It was like a 4 million person drop off in viewership. Right after that.
After that, the next
a lot of people were complaining about that.
They just jumped. So I mean, it's the hardcore fans that are really watching.
Me,
yeah, you. I stopped watching after last season because it was slow. It was It got slower. It got slower because there was a while where a point where it was picking up for 4 seasons straight. It was just shit. Shit was happening.
It's
almost
Negan. I'm like, it's fucking one guy.
Yeah,
give me a break.
They built him up so much, and then when they finally finish him off, it's like, okay, we're gonna let him live. It's like, fuck you guys. I know that happens in the comics.
Okay,
but
I was gonna ask.
It does happen in the
Okay.
comics, but it's like, dude, even in the comics, when I read that, it's like, you guys are fucking idiots. This dude
Kill that fucker.
Yeah, it's like, come
give
on.
the audience the satisfaction. I mean, it's not like they follow the comics on the show anyway.
Exactly. So I mean,
give everybody the satisfaction of the motherfucker dying.
And I thought they were going to do that. I thought that they were going to completely flip the script and kill him off. But by them doing this, I don't know. I wasn't into it. I'm thinking about maybe going back and rewatching the last season just to kind of see what's going on.
You would be one of few for sure. A lot of people were
get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, a lot of people were out, dude.
I can't. You know what? You can't blame him though. You can't blame him. But I'll try and give it a second try. I always give shows a second chance. Like Sons of Anarchy, I was in love with that.
Yeah.
And that
That's
last
really
season,
bad TV.
Oh my god,
That's not good
That's
television.
not good television at all. And when I saw the last season, I'm just like, man, fuck this. I'm not finishing this. I know where this is going, and I'm not gonna enjoy this at all. If anything, it's gonna piss me off.
You guys like Sons of Anarchy? No?
It's fucking awful.
That was a good show, dude. That was a good show.
I only got to season 4, I think, and then I just got distracted with other television. But
it just shit just kept happening. It was just it just kept getting worse. Bad shit just kept getting worse and worse.
Those guys
and worse.
weren't really going to outsmart the Chinese mob. But they did a bunch of times.
A bunch of times.
Give me a fucking break.
They outshine. They fucking beat out the Irish. The Irish mob.
That's
the
not
Irish
real
rebellion. Yeah, that's no way, dude. No way. They fucking take their asses out like that. I don't care.
Seriously though, seriously, you cannot wear baggy pants and fucking New Balances or whatever the fuck they wore.
And
ride motorcycles, dude.
USA.
You cannot, dude. Those dudes. You watch that show?
Which one?
Sons of Anarchy?
Oh, I finished it. Now I'm to
The Mayans?
The Mayans, dude.
Oh shit!
You like it?
You can get it.
Hey, you know what show's really good though?
What?
And I
They have
read
good
it,
music, man. Yeah.
What, the Mayans?
Yeah. Sons of
oldies?
Anarchy, all that shit, dude.
Preacher.
Oh, you know what?
The graphic
him
novel.
and his wife
Graphic novel's
watched
good.
that.
yeah, my Steph is all really into Preacher, and I have a buddy who works on the set of Preacher.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that I talk to frequently.
Preach.
That
It's
guy,
a really good
that's
show.
a really good show.
Yeah.
Who's Seth Rogen, right? He's
Yeah,
like
Seth
a
Rogen.
producer
Yeah, he's a
on
producer
this
on
show.
that. Yeah, he is.
He's doing a really good job with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's actually doing a good job producing in general. He does a lot of good projects, and it's not bad. He's got a good eye for it.
I got the Funko things, those things you guys have, the pop.
Oh,
things.
yeah.
And
got a bunch of
I
those.
had them. So I got the Preacher ones because I really like that show. My wife's like, "You gotta put those in the garage." So they're in the garage.
So when are they getting out of here? All right, well, that's it for me in Nerd News, guys.
Cool, man. Hey, thanks. And everybody listening, again, check out the fucking Soaring Blackbirds, man. These guys are great. Do you guys have anything on any kind of Apple Music or anything yet, or is that coming up soon?
That should have been first, but we're working
Yeah.
on that.
Okay.
We're going to record an album. Should be coming out next summer. We also have a show coming up Sunday, November 14th.
Okay.
Over in Pixels in Riverside. We're going to go on first, 10 o'clock.
Oh.
Yeah. We might stream some songs
Yeah.
live.
you know what? Maybe we should go out that way because it's my grandma's birthday weekend.
There
and
you
they
go,
live
man.
out that
Bring
way.
your grandma.
Bring your grandma.
Bring Gam Gam.
She'll just be like, ¿Qué es eso?
¿Qué es eso?
And you're like, no, ponle chente.
Right?
Well, that was their news, guys. And we'll be right back.